What's up, my humble homosexual homunculus? So, I don't know what that was, but, anyway, so, on to the main course, I guess. The Delta Squad, name pending. Perhaps calls it the Skittle Squad. We're monsters from all across the multiverse who suffered a genocide timeline, but thanks to the intervention of the king, we ended up with a human soul inside us, allowing us to stop the timeline from continuing, but no reset capabilities, so. There are 6 known examples of such a timeline, each with a different monster and a different human soul. Starting with the first known example of this timeline, myself. I was fighting the human until they merged or something. I'm not 100% sure on the details, but what I do know is that they proceeded to kick the ever-living shit out of me. And I was about to move on to the other side until King Asgore himself tossed me this little soul, and I proceeded to beat the shit out of said human. So, felt kinda nice. That kid looked like a strip of bacon by the end. That wasn't even me. The Bravery Soul, unlike my previous self, specializes in close quarters, heavy-hitting combat. Given the gauntlet, you know. Unlike the second known inhabitant of a timeline like this, my brother, Papyrus. He was given the Patient Soul instead, and I'm not sure why he was in the Judgment Hall in the first place, instead of myself, but, maybe there's a disbelief timeline? Who knows? I don't look at that stuff much. What I do know is that he has this weird homoerotic thing going on with his rival, that weird glitchy version of himself. I don't know, I don't judge, but it's a bit awkward when I beat the shit out of that guy's brother. Almost every other day. You know, it really is weird, because I heard him complimenting the glitchy one's attack patterns once. But then again, that's the most Papyrus thing you can do, so who am I to judge? Moving on to the third known example of one of these timelines, Toriel. She, well, I have zero clue why she was in the Judgment Hall, but, who knows. It's kind of fascinating how we all end up with souls that match us. Papyrus patiently waited for a human all those years, Toriel was kind with her kindness soul, and as Undyne said to me, I took a brave stand against the human. Speaking of Undyne, she was another, and one of the more recent discoveries of one of these universes. She was in the final Judgment Hall, and ended up with, again fittingly, the Justice Soul. She, for some reason, has decided that she mainly wants to fight with harpoons. She says it's because the soul likes guns and I like spears, so why not combine them? Funny enough, with the Justice Soul being the most recently collected soul in all those timelines, it actually still remembers its name, unlike the others. It says, well, if Undyne's not bullshitting me here, its name was Clover, and it had some strong bonds with some members of the Royal Guard. Oh, member. I don't know. I don't really listen when Undyne speaks to me, if I'm being 100% honest. We also have Undyne's scaly girlfriend, Alphys, who's our technician and the one who dispatches us to whatever timelines or AUs need the most help currently. She has the Integrity Soul, which is the first one to break the pattern of fittingness. It's a bit ironic, but her confidence levels have went up quite a bit since getting that soul, so win-win. She did not allow me to take a picture of her to showcase in this, so use your imagination. And last but most definitely least, we have Mettaton, who got the Perseverance Soul. I frankly don't care much about Mettaton, so I don't know much to showcase here. I also don't have any pictures of Mettaton because I don't really like Mettaton. Can I go home now?
No, you need to inform every one of us, because, frankly, most of the universes we go to don't really know who we are and just attack us, so get it done!
Well, you heard the cool guy. There's not really much left to cover other than the fact that we're still discovering what AUs and timelines of this there are, such as I recently found a version of myself, but a branch from the Underfell AU. He was an angry man with a lot of power. He was trying to do the superhero shtick, but he was pretty bad at it. Oh, and last but, not as least as Metaton, we sometimes work with the Star Senses, I think they call themselves. It's mainly myself who works with them, but that Dream fella's pretty nice. I really like Blueberry. He really loves his superhero shtick, and honestly, if we can get him a soul, I might have him join us, but that Ink fella, he puts me off. But as long as he's doing some good, I guess I can leave him be, but, second he does that whole emotionless stick again, I'm honestly gonna punch him square in the jaw. We're all beings from across the multiverse who suffered a genocide. Fuck! I want to go home. And Undyne's fishy. Fuck! No, not fishy. Oh. I meant scaly. I'm sorry, Alfies.
No, you have to inform them the correction. Fuck. Shit. Cunt. Bitch. Ass. Bastard.
Watch out, Dream. I'm gonna fucking touch you. Consensually.
Oh. Okay.